Right, I'm back. Like I said in a couple of my earlier vlogs, busy week and busy weekend, but I'm back. Just check the fucking yeah, just a bit of a nostalgia trip on this one. Going back to my family. I'm half Welsh and half Scouse on my mother's side, and if there's a few of you out there into the football pools, Littlewoods, you know, doing the football pools and the results and what have you. I don't know if it's still going, but there was a thing called Spot the Ball, in which you had like a coupon, you know, like a football pools, and there was a photo, a still frame of a, well, it could be anything, of a football match, but the ball was missing, and you had to put a little X, or as many X's, the more X's you put on the picture, you know, the photo, the more you had to pay for, like, but where you think the ball was. And my Taid, which is, for those of you outside of North Wales, or Wales really, well, North Wales we call them, Taid, which is our grandfather. My grandfather was Andy Grant. He invented, or he came up with the idea of Spot the Ball. That's how it started. He was best mates, he was like that with Vernon Sangster, which is head of Vernon's Pools, which is, I think it's now Littlewoods or something like that. But it was Vernon's Pools, and it's Vernon Sangster. And those two were best mates. I think they grew up or in school together and what have you. But like I say, my Taid and Vernon Sangster were the best of mates, and Vernon come to my Taid one day, and he said, well, I've got the pools and this and that, and there's something, I want something else, something, you know, that people are interested in to try and win or whatever. And he just, and you know, and my Taid grandfather, bro, you know, we called him Taid, he was clever, really clever bloke. He'd work anything out, dates, times and figures and everything. And it happened, he says, right, you know, to Vernon Sangster, like, they got talking together, and Vernon said, I want, you know, something, he needs something else other than the pools. So yeah, Taid said, you know, yeah, I'll think about it, and he was actually on the bog. He could have been probably an outside bog, and he was always work things out. He'd have a little paper, he'd get a paper out and a pencil, and he'd be there thinking, and he was on the toilet, and that's how Spot the Ball came about. He thought to himself, right, player A, there's 3 football players, because it had to do something with football, with Vernon's Pools, Liverpool, and player A has got the ball, and he kicks it to player B. Where does player B, which football, you know, player does player B kick it to? And he had a word with Sangster and this and that, and they said, well, you know, it's a bit complicated, and he wants something more simpler. So my Taid, back again, probably back on the bog, he thought, right, so you know, so then he came up with the thing, well, hang on, we'll have a photo, a clip of, you know, a scene in a match, and erase the football, and people will have to think, well, exactly where is the football, and they put an X on the picture, you know, on the photo, like on the coupon or whatever, and that's what they came up with. And Sangster looked at it and he says, brilliant, and that's how Spot the Ball, that's how it started, my Taid. So yeah, whether it's still going, I don't think it is now. They've put, I don't know if the pools are still going, to be honest, but anyway, bit of a useless trivia. That's how Spot the Ball started. Vernon Sangster and my Taid were like that, best of mates. So yeah, anyway, 1 or 2 more cold ones, and I'll see you in the next one.